Hello and welcome to my video. Today we're reviewing Virtual Racing for the Sega Mega Drive / Sega Genesis. Virtual Racing was released by Sega in 1992 in the arcade and was ported to the Sega Mega Drive / Sega Genesis in 1994. It is most famous for using its virtual processor, Sega Virtual Processor, the SVP, what allowed it to produce 3D graphics on the Sega Mega Drive. This game is truly a masterpiece and is worth taking a look at, so let's check it out and review Virtual Racing on the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis. Let's talk about the history of Virtual Racing. Virtual Racing was released in the early 90s, as I said, in 1992. It was one of Sega's first 3D racing games alongside Daytona. Virtual Racing allowed two players to go head-to-head on two different screens. This was pretty unique at the time. Alongside with the 3D graphics, this truly was a taste of the future in the early 90s. Virtual Racing was produced by Sega's famous AM2 team, who also produced Virtual Fighting and Daytona USA. Let's talk about the gameplay on Virtual Racing. Virtual Racing is a true arcade port. It really has nothing to offer but what the arcade does, with a selection of 3 tracks and 1 car. The tracks range from beginners, medium and expert. Obviously being beginners being the easiest and expert being the hardest. The gameplay is specifically good. There is no problems with the handling of the car. It's very easy to get used to and runs at a very fast pace with very little or any pop-up on the road. Let's talk you through some of the options on Virtual Racing. As I said, there isn't really many, as it is really just an arcade port, but it does have a 2-player option and a time trial option, allowing you to go against yourself to beat your best laps and your overall course times, which is very good and makes the game longevity. One of the major reasons why Sega ported this game to the Sega Mega Drive was to compete with Nintendo's FX chip, what they used on Star Fox. Sega wanted to prove that their Mega Drive could do just as good as the FX chip or even better, and in my opinion they proved it could do a lot better than the FX chip. Virtual Racing is a great port from the arcade. As you can see, the graphics don't actually represent the arcade that well, but this is a Sega Mega Drive / Sega Genesis, what was made in 1988. An original arcade game was made 4 years later in 1992. But overall, this is an excellent port. It is very fast, very enjoyable, and a typical Sega arcade game, and is a must-have for any Sega Mega Drive owner out there who is looking for a decent racing game for their Sega Genesis / Mega Drive. This racing game is far the best on the system. I will be happy to give this a 9 out of 10 and recommend it to anybody who wants to pick up a racing game or even a good game or an excellent game for Sega Mega Drive / Sega Genesis. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed my video, and see you next time for some more awesome videos.